Her name is Miss Daisy. I think it sort of came from the idea of the movie Driving Miss Daisy. And so it was a play on the fact that Miss Daisy was a person, and yet we consider this car to be a person. Well, I think it started when I was younger. My father worked in Hamilton at British Motor Corporation, so he handled Austin Healey's and Jaguars and Triumphs. As kids, we ended up going to what became British Leyland Motors for a Christmas party, and so we'd be surrounded. Santa Claus came in a Jaguar convertible. The oil is so clean, it looks like cooking oil. And in most cars, if you pulled this dipstick out, this oil would be very visible and be black.
One of the things that I first noticed when I met Chris, because he was actually my daughter's saxophone teacher, he would come with this fantastic car that had flames on the side, and I pretty much had never seen anybody with a car like that, so that certainly makes a person stand out.
I think most people who own cars, they really take for granted of how well they're built, whereas people who have invested time in building a car and restoring it, they know every sound, every rattle, every smell, every feel in the steering wheel, every feel in the brake pedal. Everything means something to them. And so you really have a connection to your vehicle. And it'll go too. You ready? Hang on to your camera now.
Yeah, got it.
So she'll lift out of the way when you really need to, and that's nothing.
It's a mutual passion. We both play with the symphony pretty often. I've been there for, I think, 25 years this year. One of the nice things is that the symphony playing and the car, they actually only kind of hit each other a little bit, because the car really happens in the summer. Everybody who has a hot rod, they put it away when the snow flies. I guess they're two big passions, but they're not passions that you ever have to choose one over the other particularly.
The part of the hobby is the refining of the vehicle. So I made these running boards out of maple, and I milled them down myself. The continued flow, if you want to say, is the fact that the interior wood pieces are maple. And if you look above here, there was never any place to sort of have a glove box to put things. So I made this box, and I'm not done yet. My plan is to take the interior roof and actually make it out of maple too, with wood strips, maybe a contrasting wood color.
Everybody puts their personality into their car, so as we've had this car, Chris has worked on it and taken it from being a racing car, made it more of a classic car, more refined, more fitting. We've done a couple of weddings where we brought the car with us. As we drove up, one of the flower girls said, "Oh, is that the car for the bride?" And I was like, "No, that's the car for the band."
It is quite a passion. The balance is to try to find the time while you work full time, and then we play quite a bit as musicians, is to find the time so that you can enjoy that few hours that you have in the garage to get certain things done, because you know that summer's coming. And as Katie said, that she always says it doesn't feel like it's summer until we get the car out and go for a nice drive, and then we know that summer's arrived.